one of the things that I am so grateful for in recovery is that they talked about that. They talked about that, and I found myself, coming into sobriety, still comparing myself to others, and I'm so fucked up that it seems like no matter where I'm at, I compare myself to where others are and where I should be. So one of the things that I found, like when I first started using and drinking, was I compared myself to my friends that could drink more than me. And I thought, I need to be able to drink as much or more than them, because I thought that if I could do that, then there would be a certain opinion about me that would feed me some type of validation. Right. And so, so I learned to drink more. And then if I could be as crazy as this person and have these types of experiences with the cops and the streets and the fighting and the crimes and those things, and then have the stories that go along with it, then I will be, valued and recognized in that area. And now I'm worth something because people respect me because of my craziness. And I think it all boils down to this place where we just want to be validated and loved, but we do it in the most fucked up way possible, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like what it seems like is it comes from a very, very insecure place. Yeah. Right. And a very sensitive place as well, where, because I'm so insecure about myself, I'm liable to take comments directed towards me personally. And then I can quickly see in other people this status level that I am either above or below.
Yeah.
And if I can deem myself better than you, then I get some validation from that. But if you're better than me, then the opposite happens, right?
Right.
And I can generally just turn that around into this self-hatred for myself, and
oblivion,
and confirm the insecurities that I already have.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the things that I was able to get through a 12-step program. I'm not always great at it, but at least being able to sort of have this accurate depiction of myself, right? Like, because I am so quick to compare myself to others and ask myself immediately, like, okay, am I better than them or are they better than me? And depending on the answer there will determine how I'm going to talk to them in the next, 10 or 15 minutes. Like the nature of my conversation, even the tone of my my dialogue.
Yeah. It's interesting you bring that up.
Well, yeah, because like if I assume that you're better than me, like you're better educated, you have more money, like clearly you've been more successful in life than me, then I'll likely just cower in a way, and let myself take more direction from you. But if the opposite is true, and I look at your life and I see I'm clearly doing better at life than you are, then I'll probably be more condescending and talk down a little bit more and tout my own success in front of you. You know what I mean? And it turns out neither one of those things help me.
Right.
And
so true though.
In my case.
Yeah. I can see it in myself.
Do you find, I was going to ask, do you find yourself doing that?
I can see it in my past.
Yeah.
I try pretty hard now to not be that way because I don't like the way that it feels, but I've never really broken it down like that. I was just kind of just sugar-coated that comparison area of my life. But you're right, Did you find a definition, Jordan?
I wouldn't say that I exactly found a definition. There's a lot of articles to compare against when looking for the definition of comparison, but I will say that I kind of stumbled on this one that I actually really I've been reading a little bit. It's a psychology study by Leon Festinger. I might be saying it wrong, but it's called the Festinger social comparison theory. And basically what I'm gathering from this is there's two types of comparison that we as humans engage ourselves into. There's upward comparison, which is obviously where we're looking at somebody else and putting them on a scale that's much higher than where we see ourselves. And then there's downward comparison, where we are actually looking down on others and putting ourselves above, right? And so the acts, like this social experiment kind of goes to push like, all right, well, why do we do this? And majority of people actually are engaging in upward comparison. So majority of the population believes that they are inadequate.
Right.
Yeah. So we still don't have an answer for why, but I mean,
We
it's,
can make speculation.
yeah, we can
The speculation in here is that it has a lot to do with, you know, we want to see social uniformity with everything. And the only way that we can really create uniformity out of something that's just so vast, you know, we live in a world where everybody is essentially, if you want to go to the snowflake theory, everybody is a snowflake. And I don't mean as in weak or being wimpy towards things. I mean as in identity. Like they are that, there's just that much uniqueness to people. So in order to be able to see something as uniform, I think based off of what I'm reading here is we kind of as a society have to judge ourselves off of everybody else, and we try to put ourselves into these categories, and there's really no good way of doing it. So you're either constantly looking at somebody that is better than you or worse than you, because it just doesn't exist. Uniformity doesn't exist there.
I see. Yeah.